Hello everyone. Let's provide the solution to this equation. We have found this as equation 1 and this is our equation 2. Now to solve this problem, we will work with equation 1 and make x the subject. So we are going to say that our x is equal to 6 minus 2y. So this becomes our equation 3 and we are going to need this as time goes on. Now put this equation 3 into our equation 2, right? And equation 2 is xy equals 6. And then in place of x, I will be writing 6 minus 2y. Then this y will appear and this is equal to 6. Now what am I expected to do? We have 6 times y, that will be 6y, minus 2y times 2, that will be 2y squared, and is equal to 6. What can we do? This has to come first. Oh, by the way, why don't we divide both sides by 2? Divide this by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Divide all through by 2. This and this can go. Now, y here minus y squared is equal to 3. So we have 3 over there. Now let's rearrange this. So we have minus y squared plus y minus 3 equals 0. But we are not expected to have negative y squared. So we remove this by multiplying the negative by everything. So negative y times negative will give us y squared. That'll give us positive y squared. Then the negative will turn this around to give us negative y. This becomes positive 3 and everything is equal to 0. Remember, we cannot have negative 0, right? Okay, so this will be difficult for us to factorize. So we use the formula method to deal with this. Our y will now be equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, and then our a is the coefficient of y squared, and it's 1. Our b is minus 1, and our c is 3. Now, our y will be equal to, we have b to be minus 1, so we have negative 1, then plus or minus, we have square root of negative 1 in brackets squared, minus 4 times a is 1 and c is 3. So the whole of this will be over 2 times 1. Now to continue, y will be equal to, we have we're going to have 1, because negative will give positive, plus or minus square root of minus 1 squared is 1, then minus 12. This will be over 2. Now let's continue, so that y will be equal to 1 plus or minus square root of negative 11, and the whole of this will be over 2. Now to continue with this, we will iron out this negative, so we have y to be equal to 1 plus or minus I square root of 11. So the negative has come out in the form of I, which is imaginary, and then this is over 2. Here we have a 2-in-1 value of y. Okay, so what we will do is to break it into 2, and we get y to be equal to 1 plus I root 11 over 2, or y, or 1 minus I root 11 over 2. So here we used the positive and here the negative. Now let's get the corresponding value of x, and that will lead us back to our equation 3, where we said x is equal to, we can see it over there, x is equal to 6 minus 2y. So let's go there very quickly. Okay, so these are the values of x, and then to get the corresponding value, okay, these are the values of y rather. To get the corresponding value of x, we go back to equation 3, x is equal to, okay, we have 6 minus 2y. So this is our equation 3, and now let's put in the first value of y. So x will be equal to 6 minus 2, open bracket, 1 minus, okay, it's plus 1 plus I root 11, and the whole of this is over 2. Okay, and this equally means that this can just go there and cancel this. So we now have x to be equal to 6 minus, open bracket, 1 plus I root 11. So we can now open this to get x to be equal to 6 minus 1 minus I root 11. So 6 minus 1 is 5. Our x is 5 minus I. Okay, then we have root 11. So this is the value of x when y equals 1 plus I root 11 over 2. So here we have the value of x and the value of y. Now let's still go ahead to get the other value of x and y. Okay, remember we still have x to be equal to 6 minus 2y. Now our x is equal to 6 minus 2 into bracket y is now 1 minus, remember we used positive before. Okay, we used positive for y, now we're using negative I, then root 11, and the whole of this is over 2. Close this. Now this can equally cancel this, and we have x to be equal to 6 minus, open bracket, y, 1 minus I root 11. Close this. Then x from here will be equal to 6 minus 1. Then negative negative will give positive. Then we have I root 11. Okay, so let's continue so that our x will now be 6 minus 1 is 5. Then we have plus I root 11. Okay, so this will be the value of x when y, okay, when y is equal to 1 minus I root 11 over 2. So from here we have other value of x and y, and remember these are complex solutions because of the presence of I in both x and y. Thank you for watching.